an award-winning songwriter, an incredible artist that is blending all genres of music and doing it incredibly well. I've got Bandana Cheyenna. It's so good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
Well, you know, I got your music in, and I heard like 1 or 2 tracks, and I told your publicist, I'm like, we have to have you on the show. Then I went listening to all of your music, and I mean all of your music. Wow. Let's talk about the Artist Pilgrimage, Act 1, The Dream. And you're doing like 4 acts.
I am, yes.
And in your spare time, releasing other singles.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot in the well. Gotta let it out.
But it's so amazing to me too, and we were talking about this before we came in studio, Bandana, to where with your singles, you know, you've had Dasha and Alexandra, so many artists record your songs and do well with them. Now you're doing your own versions,
yes.
and suddenly you've got people line dancing at South by Southwest.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a joy. I just visited Austin, Texas for the very first time for South by Southwest, and I got to perform Austin in Austin. And yeah, to see people, you know, they knew the line dance right away. They were just waiting for the song to start boogieing, and it was just an infectious energy.
You know, and I told you this, and you know, I know you won't bring it up to where I had to go back and listen to Dasha's version because I was listening to your version. I'm like, this is amazing. Because I love with your songwriting, Bandana, how you really bring in the Americana lean, and it's just, you know, as I told you, the lyrics are incredible, the way you honestly write your songs, but also the chording. And using your very nice Lady Bird Yamaha guitar.
Yes, this is Lady Bird.
Which was, you know, a high-end instrument that you bought at a garage sale.
Yes, years ago. My very first guitar, found it with my dad at a garage sale, and later went on to customize it a bit. I love painting. Yeah, I gotta have the logo there. But yeah, I mean, it was so much fun to reimagine Austin with Adam, the co-writer, and it just became this swampy, fun, just crazy bar song, you know? So it was awesome to see people knowing it, and then people coming up and saying, ooh, I gotta listen to your song now because you're the writer.
And I told you this too, to where it's so interesting to me to where, as you and I both know, you know, writing the songs and you have it in your head of how you're writing it and everything, and then it becomes something else with another artist, but then also that benefits you as well and allows you. And one of the things I so appreciate about your music is with your photography as well, they're intertwined. When you go on your website, when you go on your social media and even on streaming, to where I love the photos, and you've been working with different photographers and kind of, so that's, you're trying to do that.
Yes, definitely. I think when it comes to my artist project and the songs I release, I want it all to feel like just timeless art, all the way down to the cover art. And so I put a lot of thought into what photos I use for every cover, and I design them all myself. And I love painting and doing, you know, other artsy things like vision boarding. So with each song, I usually print out a photo of the cover art and then kind of make a vision board around it so that it really can feel like a piece of art and give kind of the story behind every single song. So yeah, thank you for recognizing that. I mean,
well, and you do such a powerful job with it. And I want to bring this up for our viewers that don't know you as well as I do, to where, you know, you started out writing your first song at 6, at 11, you decide this is your career. You're going to songwrite for the rest of your life, and then, you know, once again, you know, going into your dad's collection and digging into some Dan Fogelberg and maybe some Kenny Loggins.
yes.
But, you know, putting all those things together, and I want you to, you know, talk about also about, you know, the struggle as a songwriter to where, you know, in Colorado, living in your car, the same car you have now, cleaning houses, and all of a sudden the song Austin is taking off.
Yeah, oh man, it's such a journey. You know, this is what my whole album is kind of telling the story of. It's called The Artist's Pilgrimage. And so every artist's pilgrimage starts with a dream, you know, some reason to leave home, some reason to embark on this adventure to hopefully reach your goal. And that's what Act 1 was about. And then Act 2, which I'm rolling out now, gets into kind of the time period you're talking about of living out of my car in the boonies of Colorado and cleaning homes for, money. And so that kind of speaks to the period of an artist's journey where there's nothing happening. It's the desert. It's dry. There's no fruits of your labor showing yet. It's really just blind faith. You're hoping that maybe it'll be worth it. And so that's where I was. I had left LA, moved into my little Toyota car, and was living out of it as a nomad. Really broke. I was a janitor in an office building. I was cleaning mansions, luckily to get by. And then suddenly, 6 months after leaving LA, Austin hit the Billboard charts. And I suddenly was offered a publishing deal, and all my dreams started coming true. So it was really just a crazy 180.
Well, and I want to bring this up too, to where with Act One, The Dream, I felt like some of the songs were almost like a letter to yourself, like letters of affirmation, telling yourself to keep going, that good things are coming, and obviously they did.
Yeah.
But I mean, then you're playing South by Southwest, the Bluebird. I mean, CMA Fest this year, CRS. I mean, all of these great things are happening to you, staying true to your art with what you're doing with your songs. And it's like, and I love how, with your songs, how stripped down they are with the guitar and the vocals. And also you had to tell me, because I thought it was a rubber bridge on the one guitar, to where it was your bandana tied through. It's like, how great is that?
Yeah,
and you're going to have a bandana with each of the acts, right?
Right, yes. We've already dropped the first bandana design, but with each act, there are 4 total telling this story of the artist's pilgrimage. And so each one will have a different color bandana, maybe a different design, and then also a different patch for other people who maybe want to customize their denim like me.
I think it's amazing. Well, I know that our viewers are going to want to check out all of your music, come see you at the festivals, and also there's going to be big tour news coming up for the fall. I think international tour for next year. That's just my suggestion. But I want to make sure for the viewers, where do they go for the website, for the awesome social media and everything else you're doing?
Yes, you can find me everywhere at Bandana Cheyenna. That's TikTok, Instagram, all the socials, and then of course streaming platforms. It's pretty easy, Bandana Cheyenna.
And be sure and go and check out our website, follow her on social media, add these songs to your playlist. I would recommend the entire Act One, The Artist Pilgrimage. You're going to love all these songs as much as I do, and the new songs, the singles that she's releasing also, including Avalanche, which I love, and her version of Austin. It's the one and only Bandana Cheyenna. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Add the music.